Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We thank you all for tuning in this evening. We have an awesome gentleman on tonight. His name is Mr. Sam Mitchell. Mr. Sam is out here doing some great things. He has a podcast. He's out here spreading awareness. He's out here inspiring people. He's out here connecting with all type of people from all different kind of walks of life. Mr. Sam understands about autism. Mr. Sam is out here bringing awareness as he connects with people, as he works with uniting people, and as he works to spread very informative and positive messages throughout not just his podcast, A Journey, but also with people in general whom he comes in contact with. Mr. Sam, I want to tell you thank you again for being here tonight.
Hey, bud, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. So tell us about your podcast.
All right. Well, I run the podcast, Autism Rocks Mills. It's about autism and how we cope with daily struggles that you may or may not understand. Through the podcast, it's grown so much. We help sponsorships, a nonprofit with a board of 8 speaking engagements. I've spoken in Oklahoma, Orlando, Canada twice, and Orlando 3 times, actually. Stuart, Florida, and Washington, D.C. And I also do events in Indiana, which is where I am. Our big event's coming up in April, our big gala we always do. So hopefully you can make it if you are interested.
Okay, Mr. Sam. So you're out here spreading awareness about autism. Talk to us about autism. Generally, for those of us who may know the word, but for those of us who truly may not know or have been educated truly about it.
Right. So for me, it's a different way of thinking, but society sees it as a neurological condition where you don't understand the basic function skills and have social communication issues.
So with that, you're clearly someone who has basic social issues. You're clearly one that's out here doing good things. So for anybody, wherever they are, that may be struggling with certain things, what messages would you give them?
Well, the message I would give is if you're struggling with something, I think that you don't really, if you have autism, you can't really do anything about it, first of all. So you might as well not dwell on it when you can't get rid of something. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, there really is. I have friends, and even though I struggle as crap when I socialize with them some days, they still like me and respect me. And that's all I can really ask for at this point.
Right. So you appear to be somebody who's a go-getter. You keep moving, you keep yourself pretty busy. What actually keeps you motivated?
That's correct. That's because of the ADHD.
Okay. Talk to us about that.
So I also have ADHD. I was diagnosed with that too before the autism, and the ADHD keeps me moving, but part of it is also I like doing something. When I was younger, I always made my cousins play games because in my brain, I always wanted to do something. I never did chit chat. I always like to do something, and that's still kind of my brain. I'll chit chat with you, don't get me wrong. I definitely want to, but I just can't sit in a seat and chit chat. I get bored eventually. Let's go eat some dinner and chit chat.
Wow.
Let's go bowl and chit chat.
Wow. So a lot of diagnosis and prognosis have come with people over the years. Also as well with the ADHD, it appears to be that a lot of parents, as well as even some educators in the school systems, may not know how to effectively allow people to do what it is that their brain is wanting them to do. Maybe not want to keep them busy, or may want to try to make them settle down. What would your message to those people be?
Well, to those people with autism or ADHD, I think creative should be encouraged. I mean, let's think about it. Hasn't different changed the world? I mean, Albert Einstein was probably on the autism spectrum according to scientists. And what did he do? He changed the world. Let's look at Dr. Temple Grandin. If you're in the cow industry, you know her. And she's done a lot for cows and animals. She understands the way they think.
Wow. I know a young lady, and one of her children for sure has suffered from ADHD. And it appeared to be that he was in an environment to where he was too constrained. I mean, he's a good kid. Now, he's not a very social kid either. He's truly not a social. He's not like a social person. He don't want to sit still too long, but he's still good. He does pretty decent in his grades. But there at some point was a challenge, as if people were trying to confine him from being as active as he probably needed to be, and he was put in a different environment. And it appeared to be, once he was in a different environment to where he was able to be a little bit more active, he actually did better. For people just in general, especially people in our schools, or people that may be in schools, or teachers or principals or whoever, or even people that may be writing the curriculums, what is it that you could try to tell them, to try to encourage them about being understanding and being patient with those who may deal with that?
Well, again, creative is what should be encouraged. I also believe that if you're in the special education room, a lot of people dimmer on those people, and that's ridiculous. They are human beings, and they just want to socialize. They just want friends, and it's just hard to do. I mean, I am good academically, but even though I got friends, I still struggle socially. Every time I go in a conversation, I am scared to death, and I'm trying my best to do it, but it's hard to do. However, they show it through their actions. And I think we all have heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words.
Wow. Thank you so much. So you've been to a few places, a lot of places, speaking. You had your speaking engagements. So what keeps you motivated to get out here and keep speaking and keep spreading awareness and running your podcast? What keeps you motivated?
It's fulfilling. I get to help people. Something I've wanted to do, as odd as it is, I guess it's just the heart in me. I've always wanted to help people in a world that's not built for me.
Wow. So what is a normal day for Mr. Sam?
I don't understand. What does that even entail? It just depends on what's going on in my life. Right now it's college life, so it's probably taking college classes, hanging out with friends, heading to bed. If it's a spring break day, I'm heading home, enjoying time with the family, heading to bed.
Wow.
My days vary. I'm not, the biggest thing about me is the podcast. I'm not really a interesting person, other than, hey, I'm a podcaster and a broadcaster who also just likes to be around, who tries to be around people, and although likes to be around people, doesn't know how to handle people. And I get to have a good life. I mean, that's what I want. I get a roof over my head. I got great meals. I get a nice blankie. It's just amazing that I get that, because a lot of people I've seen don't have that.
You're in school. Wow. Well, congratulations. What are you taking up in school?
I am studying broadcasting, ma'am.
That is awesome. So with your broadcasting and your podcasting, and as you out here working and connect with people, what else do you enjoy doing?
Well, I mean, I'm a traveler. I live in Texas, Florida. Where else have I been to? Let's see. Tennessee. Nashville's a pretty cool spot. I definitely like to go back someday. Let's see. Ohio, I've been there a couple times. Visited Cedar Point. Let's see. What else? Where else have I been to in this big world? Kentucky. Definitely been to the old Kentucky for some tourism / zip lining. And then I'm thinking of Sarasota, Florida. Been there before. And that's all I can think about right now. I've been to more of that. I just can't think of off the top of my head.
Wow.
Oh, Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Our nation's capital, to see some museums. The history geek community was a class trip, but it was still fun. And Mississippi for a fishing trip with my father.
I'm here in the Mississippi.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
We went to Batesville, Mississippi to fish.
Yeah, I went to Batesville. Okay. I am in Jackson. Batesville is like 2.5 to 3 hours away. Batesville is a nice place.
Yeah, we passed Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes.
I remember seeing the sign on the way. It said Jackson, and then another. I can't remember what it said, but I remember seeing Jackson.
Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. So you like to fish. One thing I do want to commend you about is the fact that you allow yourself to be busy, but not just being busy, you truly allowing yourself to live life. And it appears to be that you're living life in such a gratitude manner, gratitude to where you want to make people feel good. And outside of just talking to people, I do want to commend you because when people see you or read or see things that you're posting, those things are truly very uplifting to a lot of people. And it truly is what a lot of people need. And also with your upliftment, you're out here in school and you're just keeping yourself moving forward. And I think that that's just a motivational tool just for people truly just in general that you are doing it. Do you have any major projects or anything that you are working on presently?
The gala, that's one. We're working on that, but but it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to. We do it every year. Around this time it gets event year, and it's kind of stressful, but we make it work.
Oh,
That's We have a committee. We're making committees now for our board, which is very exciting. And I can't spoil much on this because it's kind of brand new. We're working on an Autism Rocks and Rolls database to provide more resources.
wow. Awesome. 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 So, and I know you can't give too much information, but you will eventually, if the info, you'll, have the information put out there for people to be able to see the information, or is it a particular email or anything that people could reach out to just maybe for the future if they
Uh,
wanted to
yep.
support or
Yep.
anything?
Want to reach out info@autismrocksandrolls.com. Spell the and. And
Wow.
then if you go to the website, look on more information, go to autismrocksandrolls.com.
Wow, 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 wow. So you all have had to put together a committee. You all are making it happen. And you all are out here truly, truly help not just inspiring lives, but actually saving lives because it is very important to keep people busy and to keep people motivated as you keep them energetic as well. So you're on your spring
That's
break.
another reason why I do it. Podcasting gave me love that I felt like I couldn't get from a human. Not saying the family. I love my family,
Right.
but I'm talking about people that weren't associated with my family. Podcasting, I gave it love. It gave me love back.
Okay.
That I couldn't get from a human that wasn't family.
Why does it seem like that? It seems like a lot of people go through that. Do you have any idea as to why it just feels like that for some people, just in general?
Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like sometimes life ain't fair, and the people who should be respected aren't the ones that are. And maybe it was just because of the way I socialized. It could have been the fact that I have foot and mouth syndrome. It could have been some of these behaviors, but these behaviors I had weren't harming anyone.
Okay.
No one was bleeding. No one was dying. It was just a little off or off putting.
Wow. I want to
And it scares people, apparently.
you say it scares people?
Apparently.
Wow. I want to tell you that even outside of that, a lot of people just in general, it's almost like sometimes the connections to even with me and other people that I know, it's like there still tends to be a little bit more fulfillment that people just may not be getting on another spectrum. I was asked today, why are you doing it? I enjoy talking to different people from different places. There are too many people out here doing great things. I'm trying to connect with as many people as possible, and those people who are actually out here inspiring people and truly making a change. So I do want to thank you because you being here matters. It is important, and I truly don't take this lightly. It's truly an honor for you to be here in general. So with we know you on spring break and you enjoying your family. You have any special plans while you're out this week? You muted.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Not at the moment, but let's see. Let me pull up the calendar. The committee's going on. Da, da, da. Okay, there's something. So next week, tomorrow, I'm also get a job also through my campus. I get to kind of work the sports games that the college provides. This time, I'm doing camera work.
Wow. Wow. So you good with videography and
I know
all
I'm
of
not
the
doing videography. I'm just doing camera. I'm handing out with camera, just kind of doing this. Really, to think about it.
okay. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
follow thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I commend you because I'm horrible when it comes to any of it. So um I truly commend anybody that can do anything outside of Zoom and FaceTime.
I appreciate it. They got some speaking gigs coming up. Let's see. So I think towards the end of the year, I'm going to speak to law enforcement people.
Okay.
Uh, I'll be speaking to students over my spring break, my mother's students, because my mother's a teacher. So I'll probably be speaking to her students about something with my mission. And then like towards the end of March, I will be a vendor for the Squared Circle Expo, which is the biggest Midtown Pro Wrestling Expo in Indianapolis, and I get to be a vendor due to the fact I've had over, I think, how much wrestlers have I had on my show? 7 or 8.
Wow. Wow. So how like you the connections have to be made some type of way. Is it that people just hear about you? You just reach out to people? How
Reach
does
out
that
to
work?
people. Reach out to people. Let's see. I've reached out. Mick Foley. That one had some help. I was a little behind the scenes. Kind of someone had to help me for that one. But the rest, I reached out to Al Snow. I reached out to RVD. I reached out to Kane, the one who shot fire. Not shot fire, but when you go to the ring, throw fire. It's pretty cool. Let's see. What are the other wrestlers? Victoria, I reached out to at the expo. Buff, I reached out to at the expo. So it's mainly me.
Wow, wow. You
I'm
clearly
extending the olive branch, and they choose to take it.
wow, you clearly have you're clearly good at networking, that's for sure. A lot of people are scared to network, just in general. They're
Well,
scared of
I just give you I give you what I am. I give you what I want. Take it or leave it.
wow. I commend you for that because a lot of people, it's not easy for people to network, and a lot of people are afraid to network because they don't like rejection.
I know.
People,
Well, I think the fact that I've been rejected most of my life, as sad as I hate to admit it, kind of helps.
okay,
So I've just been bullied, stabbed in the back,
wow,
rejected, abandoned, dumped. So I'm like, it's nothing new.
oh my,
Which
I
I
remember,
guess kind of helps because I don't mind networking. And if someone says no, okay, nothing new.
wow. Well, I commend you because like I say, a lot of people are afraid to reach out to people. They are afraid of rejection, and a lot of people don't even know how to present themselves, before other people as well. So you do such an awesome job with that. So once again, tell people how they can look you up if they want to follow your pages or anything. Tell them how they can follow your pages.
All right. AutismRocksMills.com. That's the main website. You'll find everything you need to know about me there. It's a pretty cool gig. We're looking for help always. We also just checking out an episode is the first thing I would like you to do. But if you want to grow more, we can figure out a way to collaborate. I've done some PSA videos with people. I've done some, let's see how else I collaborate. Sponsorships. That's another way to collaborate with me. And then we've also done nonprofit work with people. If we want to reach out, we'll try our best to do something with you.
I want to thank you so much. What before we get off tonight, what piece of encouragement could you give everybody in regards to how people just need to be with each other, just in general?
Oh, well, that's kind of funny. It's not really wisdom. I think it's just truth. If the world could be nice and not be stupid, we get along so much better, don't you think?
Wow. Say that one more time for the look for the as they say for the people in the back that didn't hear it.
One of my guests told me that the other day. If the world could be nice and not be stupid, I think we get along so much better, don't you think?
I do think so. And I thank you. Whoever gave you that awesome piece of knowledge, wherever you got that from,
No one did. That was me.
that's you. Well,
That was me
listen,
having foot and mouth syndrome.
listen. Well, I want to tell you this. It is a message that people needs to hear. Because people just need to hear and people just need to know. And when I tell you, I appreciate you so much that it means a whole lot to me that you took the time to be here and just to make your presence before me and allow me to sit here and just chit chat and talk to you. Do you have anything else that you want to add that I may have missed?
Trying to think here. Well, I mean, I guess I don't mind shooting my own here for a little bit. If you don't mind me bragging a little bit, but I've done a TED talk called Soul Structure. That is about why doesn't the spectrum need structure. That is a wonderful talk. It had me more of a virtual video essay due to COVID, but still qualified as a talk. And I hope you check that out.
I sure will. And if you can, when you get a chance, you can send me your links. I will share your links in different groups that I'm in as well, because you're an awesome gentleman out here doing some great things. And when I tell you it means a lot, it truly, 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 and I'm not just saying this, but it truly means a lot that you're utilizing your platform to spread awareness and encourage people and connect people. And you're just doing so much, and it's truly greatly appreciated.
Not a problem. I
Thank
think you're doing it, and I thank you for having me on.
Thank you. And I will be in touch, and I appreciate you once again. Have a good one.